Thanks to everybody for coming out. It's great to see all of you. Greatest student turnout we've had in a long time. Greatest turnout overall we've had in a long time. Thanks to everyone for making this great. When I came to this university, I thought I was going to be a sports broadcaster. And actually, I knew I was going to be a sports broadcaster. Was never into top 40 music growing up, but I did listen to all kinds of radio, from Yankee games on 77 WABC, to Howard Stern on K-Rock, to Elvis Duran on Z100. Took time to absorb it all. But if you asked me if I'd ever think of running a top 40 radio station, I probably would have said something like, no way in hell. That was before I walked into Z89 for the first time. That was before I knew any of you. I started off in the sports department, and I started hosting the Z Morning Zoo my freshman year. And I joined the exec staff as the producer of that show. Then I became VP of Operations my sophomore year, then general manager by the end of my sophomore year. And all along the way, I came to love this station more and more, and came to love radio more and more. As I went along, I came to learn what this station was all about, how it was different from any other college station in the country, how it was truly the best radio classroom on any college campus anywhere. I became general manager not just because nobody else would do it, but because I wanted to make the best even better. And in the past year, I believe we have done that. When I took this job, I said I wanted to go back to 24-hour jocks on the air, which is something we hadn't had in about 5 years. And as I said this morning, we've gotten pretty damn close, and I'm pretty proud of that in today's day and age. Because as one of my predecessors said in a newspaper article I still have posted on my office door from about 5.5 years ago, a computer can't replace a live person interacting with listeners. And we've gotten pretty darn close to getting back to where we used to be in terms of that, so we should be proud. We've continued what my predecessors started, keeping Z89 in line with major market technology. Over the summer, we ran into some technical issues and ended up installing a switch at the transmitter site to make sure we have a backup ready to go for the first time in the station's history. So I made a vow that if we ever had a technical problem, we wouldn't be off the air, and we have achieved that, so we won't have to worry about that ever again. Special thanks to Tex and Rob for making the trip up over the summer, as they do every year, dedicating their time and effort to help us get that together and make sure the station sounds like the best sound in this market. Absolutely. Thank you to Tex and Rob for that. And we don't know what we'd do without you. We also put in new editing and production stations in the studio to accommodate the growing staff. So that's a great addition. On the programming side, we've made some great strides. In addition to the best music selection on the Syracuse airwaves, we've revived the Z89 news staff this year. We've got news updates 5 days a week, a weekly news talk show on Fridays. Our sports coverage also flourished, broadcasting 3 SU sports and by far the best high school football coverage in Central New York. A lot of sports guys at the Banquet, and that is always great to see. We've given the station a major market sound with production that actually entertains and tells you how to use the radio station, which is, I think, something that's gotten lost in corporate radio these days. And for us, teaching is more important than ratings, but that's not to say we don't pay attention to how we're doing. We're doing pretty well. We beat 93Q 18-24 in afternoon drive this past book. Ratings spin, something I learned here too. There's a lot of negativity in the radio industry these days, but I'm not going to talk about that tonight. Tonight's a time to celebrate the future of radio. So all I'll say is no matter what goes on out there, we're still doing real radio here at Z89. We still teach people how to run the board. We still teach people how to do actual live on-air shifts. We have the most up-to-date technology the industry has to offer. We also have the old-school passion that made radio great in its glory days. We have students who want to do radio, but not much quality radio out there for them to listen to, but we can change that. Our mission, and we have chosen to accept it, is to buck the trend and make radio great again. I'm not going to single out individuals to thank because I know I'll forget somebody, so I'll just say this, and I don't do this enough. We have the best staff of any radio station anywhere, from the top down. Thanks to those of you who are getting involved, just getting involved. Lots of freshmen on the staff. About half our staff is freshmen this year, which is awesome. And I know all of you are learning the ropes. Thanks to those of you who spend long nights and weekends at the station to keep it great and make my job a little easier. Thanks to the alumni. It's your support and passion that ensures that no knowledge is lost over the years, but passed down from generation to generation of WJPZ staffers. So thank you. And all of us together are, as Dr. Wright would say, keeping radio kicking, baby. Thank you.